Okay, today we're trying this Flower Nose Midsummer Fairytales collection. I got their full set and it's actually pretty affordable. I think it's around $80, not even 80 probably. It was actually around $60 for 5 of the makeup items. Additionally, there's also a brush, a mirror. They're all full size for $60. I got from their official flagship store in Taobao. And spoiler alert, I pretty much liked everything and I have everything on my face right now. So let's start the review. Okay, I am now doing a foundation test of this Declutter foundation. The Declutter Zen Wear Glow foundation is a best-selling foundation in Japan, and I'm trying a sample right now. So if you want to see that video, I'm pretty sure I want to post that video first, so I'm gonna link the video down below if you want to check it out. So let's actually open this box, and outside of this box they also have like a hairpin as gift, which is nice, but I don't know why it's outside of the box. And these are the stuff. We have a mirror. This is just like a big set and they came with the mirror. I didn't buy it, I just bought the set. I think this is more of like a gift. And it's like very ritual, I feel like. And actually feels very nice. Like it's very heavy and like a different texture with their previous one. I can't spot the difference like exactly by words, but it feels different. And yeah, this is, I don't know if this is my style, but I really like this. I never had a mirror in this design. Peel this mirror. And we also have a brush which I have already been using and I really like it. It's I think I don't know what this is for. Let me see. For blush. And I have been using this for cream blushes and it's beautiful. Film forming lip lacquer. It's called Flower Nose Midsummer Fairytales Collection Coating Lip Lacquer in the shade G01 Alice. That's a long name. I don't know why a lip lacquer is in such a big box. This is like foundation box size. Whoa, this is big. For reference, this is a normal like lip tint and this is just chubby, but it's so cute. This looks like one of those like perfume, like bottle of some lotion in women's vanity, like in the past. It looks very pretty. I just feel like the box it's a little bit too bulky. Eyebrow powder. It's the Midsummer Fairytale Collection eyebrow palette, and I remember the set including this. Like, of course, very on theme with the lip lacquer, and it's so cute. I like this color. I'm never a very girly person, like fashion style wise, but I really like this, and the color looks very promising. These are the colors that I use on a daily. I really like it. What's this? Paddle brush. This is a hair brush. I don't know if the length of my hair requires this type of brush, you know. I feel like this type of brush is for people with longer hair, like, or curly hair, right? But it feels good. It feels good. I like this. This is very, very comfortable to use, probably because of the cushion. I'm gonna keep using this. I really like this. Embossed blush. It looks like powder blush. Let's see. I like this packaging so much, probably because I really like aqua, like very light blues. This is so pretty. Oh yeah, this is a powder blush, and this is in the shade 04, which I don't know the English name because this is in Chinese. It's 繁花盛夏. It's like about flowers and summers. This, I believe, is the concealer, and I'm gonna assume this is another super bulky packaging like the lip lacquer. And also, I think this is their first base product, like a liquid base product. Oh yeah, this is such a big, like this feels like foundation. How much is in there? It's 6 grams. It's not even that much. So it's just this packaging is very big, but this packaging is beautiful nonetheless. And the last one, I believe, is the eyeshadow. They also include these little white stickers in here, which I don't know what these are for. Is it like to write opening date on the packaging? I don't know, I'm not sure, because for that usage, I think this is a little bit too small. Okay. Another beautiful packaging, but this is a little bit different than the other packaging. This is more same vibe as the mirror, right? And I really like this. The shades are beautiful, like they are very neutral and very soft. A slightly warmer and slightly cooler toned mid-tone brown. And this, I think this is like a charcoal gray warm black, like a very specific explanation, but it's like that. And this is a lighter, paler skin toned matte shade with like a shimmer in the middle. I think I'm gonna start from concealer. Okay, this mirror feels so nice holding in my hand. And for the concealer, we got, no, this is the lip lacquer. For the concealer, we got the shade VA03. I think I choose the darkest shade because I don't trust East Asian shades. I think the shade 03 could still be too light for me. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work if I just use this all over my face, but let's just use it as concealer and eye base. But it feels very creamy and lightweight. Yeah, it's very lightweight. But I don't know if I am the person to review a concealer around my eyes because I don't have that much to cover. I don't have that much of dark circle. And for the amount of dark circle I have, I try to leave some of them uncovered because I still want the definition. I don't want my base to just be blank in this area. So I'm just gonna say it's a very lightweight, creamy texture. I have a little bit of darkness around my eye, and you can see it's not completely covered because I used a very small amount. And I didn't really put any in this like very close to lash line lid area either, so that space don't have any coverage, FYI. So yeah, I don't hate this one. I'm gonna use it, and it's like a little bit too light. See this color? But yeah, I'm probably gonna just use this as a mixer with some other too dark foundations and such to lighten them up a little bit. I'm not gonna use it all over my face as I would do with the other concealers, just because this is like a little bit too light for me. But it's pretty sheer and pretty creamy, I'm just gonna say that. Okay, my full face is set. So let's try this eyebrow little palette. These are the swatches. They look pretty promising because they are very neutral toned. Do we just use the little brush came with the little palette? I think I can try that with one eyebrow at least. I'm gonna mix two darker shades back and forth. That's what I always do. Oh, let me brush my eyebrow first. It feels like a pretty decent brush actually. The handle is short because it has to fit into a palette, but it's not too short. I feel like it's still enough space for you to grip onto it, but I don't know if I like this brush size, to be honest. Let me change to my big brush, which is what I like to use normally. Yeah, I like this better because I just feel like small brushes took an eternity to fill in my eyebrows because my eyebrows are sparse, but they are like in a very big area. It's like pretty thick, and the powder is very dense, on the dense side. So you actually, it's not like you need to try, but yeah, you have to put at least a little bit pressure to get product. And it's like more of a beautiful pigmentation level, and I really like that because I don't want my eyebrow to be like very stark right off the bat. And I think it looks pretty nice, the color, and it's like weirdly blurring. I don't know if you can tell, like the edge looks weirdly blurring, which I don't hate. I like my eyebrow to be not like a very crispy clean around the edge. I don't think that suits my face. I don't think there's any wrong with that look. It's just not for me. Okay, let me set my eyebrow hair in place with my SUQQU eyebrow gel. This one is just launched and I did do a review with that launch. Okay, I think they are looking pretty good, at least in real life. I always find my eyebrow looking kind of crazy on the camera, so don't know how it looks on the camera right now. But yeah, in real life I really like it. It looks pretty natural. Okay, let's swatch this beautiful eyeshadow right now. These are the 4 matte eyeshadows. I mean, not very pretty swatch, but I think it looks very, very creamy. And let's swatch this center shade. I just can't tell this is pretty. Yeah, it's a very creamy, taupey type of, like, I feel like this is between like a glittery shade and a shimmery shade. I think they probably have different particles in this. That's pretty. Let's put it on our eyes. I'm thinking to put this warm shade all over my eyelid with like a bigger brush. Let's bring you a little closer. Very pigmented actually. It's way more pigmented than what I expected. I just dabbed very lightly in the pan, and this is the pigmentation level. And for this eye, I dabbed even a little lighter, and I think it still is pretty pigmented, right? And let's see, will this cooler shade give us any more dimension? Because I don't want this eye look to be too deep, so I don't want to use the deepest shade. Oh, it does. It gives enough dimension, I think. Can you tell? I think it's giving. I almost feel like the mattes in this palette performs a little bit better than the other palettes I have from Flower Nose. It's like more creamy. But I like the shimmer or like the glittery shades on other palettes more probably because I really like super glittery shades. And now I'm just running that very cool, not very cool, like the cooler tone shade under my eye. It's nice. It's very nice. Just blend it a little bit more all together. And now I kind of want to draw a little liner with the darkest shade. So I'm gonna use the little brush in the eyebrow kit to do this. Okay, let's see how this performs. Don't know how well you can tell on the camera again, but I think it's pretty nice. It's not like a super pigmented charcoal dark almost black shade, but I think it's buildable and it's actually the perfect pigmentation for me probably. I don't really like crispy clean lines anyways, so this is, yeah, just enough pigmentation. This eye as well, even though I don't really like this brush for eyebrow. For eyeliner actually pretty nice. Well, this eye just got super big. Yeah, I like this brush actually. And I really like the effect this shadow gives. And let's do the most exciting shade, the center shade, the center of our eyelids. Oh, I feel like on the eyelid you can see the glitter way more than on the swatch, and I'm trying to build slowly. I'm like blending it on a larger area and only layering on the center part, and it looks way more silvery on the eyes. I don't know if you can tell than on the swatch. I guess it's because the base we put down is like a cooler toned base, but I feel like this shadow overall, the reflection is just like a cooler toned reflection. It's pretty. I think this is a very easy to use, like very basic eyeshadow palette. This is actually a eyeshadow palette that's needed in their collection because I feel like previously they didn't have a palette that's quite this type of range. Pretty glad that I got this one. Okay, eye makeup is done. Really like this. Okay, now let's use the blush. I actually don't have a blush like this color from Flower Nose yet, and this embossing, I really don't want to ruin it. It smells like shampoo. Whoa, that's way more pigmented than I thought it would be. Because previously with Kaleidos blushes, Flower Nose blushes, it's always like a little bit less pigmented. I guess this formula is like more pigmented than their other ones, which I actually really like because some of their blushes don't really show well on my skin. It's nice. I don't think this shade is very special or anything. As I mentioned, this is the shade 04. I feel like there are a million other blushes out there are this formula and this color. It's nothing special, but it's like a very fresh pink and the formula is nice and the packaging looks beautiful. So I guess if you like the packaging and you want to get one, the formula wouldn't be like disappointing to you. It's very soft and like blurring, but again, nothing groundbreaking here. Okay, now let's try the lip lacquer. Super chunky little container, and we have the shade G01. This is a very like peachy orangey shade, like a neutral orange. Does that even exist? I mean like a nudie orange. It's very moisturizing, but I feel like you can feel it on your lips. It's not like, how to say, it feels lightweight when you rub your lips like that. It feels like just lip oil type of texture like this if you do this. But if you just talk and something, you can definitely feel a layer on top of your lips. So I guess it's not the most comfortable out of all of the lip products out there, but it's not bad. And it's on the sheer side, but I think you can still see the color. Yeah, I think it swatches way more pigmented than it is on my lips. I kind of want to layer a little bit lip liner, just a tiny little bit. Okay, the makeup is done. I actually really like this look. What do you think? Let's wrap this up. So firstly, this eyebrow palette, it's very nice. I don't think this is like a groundbreaking like formula, but it is a very great eyebrow powder. I wouldn't mind to have this in my collection, and the packaging is like so pretty. I really like this. And for the concealer, again, I don't know if I'm the person to review a concealer around my eye, but it's like, it's lightweight. It's not a very full coverage concealer or anything. I feel like it's more like in the brightener range type of formula. That's what I can tell. I don't hate it, and I don't feel like I love this more than other concealers either. So I feel like this is like more 50-50. And I do like the packaging other than it being very bulky. Eyeshadow, I really like this eyeshadow palette. Like, I liked every single shade here. The mattes are super, well, I didn't use this cream shade, so other than that, I guess. But every shade I use, I really love it, and I think the pigmentation is just enough for me. A little bit more pigmented. The mattes are more pigmented than their other palettes, but it's not too pigmented. It's not like Natasha Denona level, which I actually really like, because it means I don't have to be super careful to get like a more natural type of finish, and it's very easy to blend. I don't see any patchiness on my eyes, and this shimmery glittery shade is very pretty as well. I think this is a great neutral palette, and I really enjoy this. The blush, yet again, not groundbreaking. It's like, it's a standard good blush formula, like a matte blush, matte powder blush formula. It's not like better than anything else, but it's not like worse. It's like a average good powder blush. There's nothing special in it, but there's also nothing bad about it, and the shade is nice and not very special as well. I just like the packaging, so if you like the packaging too, I think you can get this. I also surprisingly really loved this brush. It's so comfortable to use. I don't know how to explain it. It's not like I never used a cushion type of hair brush, but this just feels so good. I want to do this all day. I like this mirror as well. It's like super great quality, and this design, even though it's not my type, but I still loved it. And the brush with I didn't use this in this video, but I have used this with several cream brushes. It's been working great, so I imagine this to be working both with cream and with powder. I think this is synthetic brush, which I really like. This is like tapered and it's like pretty fluffy, and it's a cute design to fit in this whole collection. I basically liked everything, and something I do love better than the others, but I don't think there's anything particular that I hated from this collection. That's it. I'm glad that I got this collection. And thank you very much for watching. Bye.